Hey guys, alright, so my name is Nina Nkechi. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, please don't forget to like and subscribe, comment, interact. I love talking to you guys. So, I wanted to make a video because I've been seeing a lot of talk, a lot of surrounding vasectomies, tubal ligation, getting your tubes tied, getting your tubes removed, who's supposed to do what, all of that, right? So I thought that I would share my experience based off of what I've done and just what has transpired in my life. So first and foremost, for those that don't know, I have 4 kids. And after my third child, my daughter, I at my 6-week appointment, I got on birth control, and then I still got pregnant. Yeah, I still got pregnant. So that is the lens in which I'm speaking to you from. So for me, getting my tubes tied was one of the most empowering things that I've ever done for myself. I felt like that was me drawing a line in the sand and taking my power back as it pertains to my body, my fertility, my ability to reproduce. That was me drawing a line in the sand and saying, Nina is done. No matter what comes my way, Nina's done. Whether I stay married, Nina's done. I don't stay married, Nina's done. Whether life throws whatever, Nina's done. That was me taking a stance on my body, my health, all of that. Secondly, my husband at the time, we talked about vasectomies and stuff like that. And for some reason, it didn't really feel like a surefire way to make sure that I didn't have any more kids in this lifetime. I felt like there was too many variables still at play in order for me to make sure that I remained with 4 kids. And the reason why I say that is because, of course, being married and being a believer, we always, have but we always put our best foot forward and believe like this marriage is forever, to death do us part, all that stuff. But with a vasectomy, I still didn't feel like the autonomy was fully mine. I didn't feel like the decision was fully mine because I felt like me not having any more kids was still contingent upon my husband being here the duration of my lifespan, us staying together no matter what, us staying married till death do us part, all that stuff. It still felt like there were variables that were out of my control that could prohibit me from my decision of not wanting to have any more kids. So that's why I kind of shied away from the vasectomy conversation. I felt like in this lifetime, am done having kids. I have 4. I am done having kids. Nina, it wants to be done having kids for life, no matter what life throws at her. And I wanted to use my free will in a way that was going to safeguard and protect myself. So that's where I got that from, and I decided that. Also, I feel like my future self kind of knew more than maybe I knew, because I got my tubes tied in 2022. My husband passed in 2023. So it just kind of solidified my decision. And hindsight is always 2020, but a part of me feels like God sees all things. God has a bird's eye view on everything, right? So when I say my future self, I'm not saying like I knew. I'm just saying it's just like, when you make a decision, you look back and you're like, oh wow, this just solidified the decision I made. And being a young widow, of course I'm not thinking like, oh my God, I'm gonna get in another relationship tomorrow, whatever. It's been 3 years, I'm single, whatever. My husband passed in 2023, but I do know eventually that I'm gonna get married, I'm gonna meet someone. I'm young, and my decision still remains that I want to remain with the 4 kids I had biologically. I am open to a blended family, meeting a man who has kids and we come together and we raise our kids. Amazing, right? But I know that out of my body, Nina is done. So my decision aged well, given my circumstances, in my opinion. Lastly, another thing that I thought about, if I could be honest and transparent, is honestly just the current state of the world. With the new laws that are passing, it just seems like women are getting less and less autonomy over their body and the decisions that they're making. I wanted to put myself in a position where I never had to be at any kind of crossroads with any kind of decision related to that. And I wanted to also protect myself from, God forbid, but just things that happen in life. We have to be honest. This world is wicked. There's wicked people in this world. And unfortunately, women have had to safeguard themselves from wicked people, and unwarranted interactions with people and stuff like that. And that was another thing that I thought about. I'm like, in this lifetime, I want, if I can control at least that one thing, I want to be able to do that. So that was my why as to why I decided to remove my tubes versus just kind of like letting my husband get his tubes, his vasectomy. Even now more than ever, it's been 4 years since I've done it. I feel extremely empowered by it. I feel safe. I feel content with my decision. I love my babies. I'm so happy that I had them. My oldest is a sophomore in high school right now. My youngest is 4, just turned 4. So I feel like I have done my part in the be fruitful and multiply department. I hang up my badge, y'all. Just kidding. No, but I feel like that chapter of my life is closed, and I'm excited to raise my kids. I'm excited to go on this new journey of just life. I'm single. I'm a mom. I'm so many things. I'm building businesses. I'm building my content creation journey, and just so many things. So I'm excited about all of that. And I think that it gives me confidence knowing that that aspect of my life is kind of set, if that makes sense. And I always do leave room for God's will. I know that God's will trumps anything that I could want, desired, whatever. But I feel comfortable in knowing that I used my free will to do something that I felt was safe for me. And lastly, I want to say to women that this is in no way to influence anybody any kind of way. I just wanted to offer perspective from a different lens. Please pray about whatever decisions you make, whatever decision you make for your family, with your husband, with your spouse, all of that. This was just something that worked for me. I feel like it aged well. I feel like I get to go out in the world and experience life and get to eventually, God willing, be remarried and all this stuff with that chapter of my life closed. I want to experience life. I've been a mother since 18, guys. So that's another lens and perspective that I have. I've been a mother since 18. I am now 35. So this is going to be the first time in my life that I'm just experiencing life without anything life altering attached to it, if that makes sense. So I just want to share my perspective. I love you guys. If you have any questions, let's dialogue in below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video.